Hey guys, it is me, Phoenix. We are going to do a general read to see what your energy is. Please do me a favor. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Remember, red hearts, you made it through. Purple hearts, you resonate. Green hearts, you're working on it. Yellow hearts, if you rock with me. Got my six, meaning I have my back because I have yours. Now, the way this is going to go is that we are going to pull from the opposition tarot deck, which is this one, for your person's energy. The middle one is the Destined Love Oracle for what you got going on. And this is your energy, the Empath, Reiki, and I think, uh, I don't know what the rest of it is for this card deck. But anyway, let's start with this and pull energy for you and your person or situationship that you have going on. Card flies out. Jealousy. There is some type of jealousy in the mix of your situation. And yeah, movement, jealousy. Normally, when movement is involved and there's jealousy, that is somebody that is always on the go, and there is certain situations, lessons that you have to learn and understand that in the process of happiness there cannot be any jealousy, and there has to be understanding, or there the lessons are is that you have to move forward when it comes to certain things or codependent relationships. When you're used to taking care of a person or being there for a person, or you're used to a person being a certain way, and then things start to shift, you lose your happiness behind you worrying or taking things personally based upon the movement of others. So that's the lesson that you have to learn, and that's the reason why I always want you to understand what the four agreements are. The four agreements are not to take things personally, not to make assumptions, know at the end of the day that you've done your best, and um I forgot the fourth agreement. Not to make assumptions, don't take anything personal. Always do your best, and oh my goodness, I'm having a brain freeze. I said don't make assumptions. Do 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 do. Don't take anything personal. Always do your best. Uh, I don't know where the the fourth. Oh, be impeccable with your words. Say what you want, mean what you say. I just had a total brain freeze. So the lessons are is that you have to set the precedents. How you say it? You have to set the standards when it comes to relationships, and there won't be any situationships because the lessons that you learn from the past, in regards to how you let people treat you and how people move in your life accordingly, if that makes sense. And so that is how you understand what happiness is to you. You set the tone. That's what it is. That's what I was trying to say. You set the tone for the relationships, and there won't be any situationships, and go from there. So let's go ahead and pull your energy, which we can see. Okay, this card tried to come out. The King of Cups. Yep. Peaceful diplomacy. So, yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not taking it because it didn't go over, but peaceful diplomacy. That's what we want in every situation or every relationship, is a peaceful resolution when it comes to you being empathetic, you wanting people to love you the way you want to be loved, how you want to be loved, and certain, things in regards to it. And so once you do that, The Best of Me is on by Anthony Hamilton. Once you do that and you set those boundaries, and that's what that is, the lessons come with boundaries. Once you start setting those boundaries on the way that you want things to be, you will have a better understanding, and there will be no room for unhappiness or any jealousy. There's only endings right when they begin. You're going to nip it in the bud. So tower energy, even though if you hold on and you overthink a situation, then it becomes jealousy. You start to take things personally. You start to doubt yourself. Eight of Swords energy and overthink, and the Seven of Wands energy all determined in. That's when you start to make room for what you're going to do and how you're going to rebut or come back at a person who makes you feel some type of way. And so, you could play I don't get mad, I get even. You can play games back and forth, or you can, try to do what this other person is doing, or you can just be snooping and trying to figure out what's next on the agenda for a person. And therefore, you have to realize that the unknown energy of a person and their ways of behaving has nothing to do with you. So don't take it personally. The Queen of Swords is here. See, because when we get into our Queen of Swords bag, this is all in. And that's what the all determined, all indeterminate is. It's like thinking strategically. You're trying to figure out how to make this person mad or how to get back at this person. And that's when it's like, oh, you want to play these games? Your wishes are granted. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to have everything that I want out of the situation. But the Ace of Cups energy is emotional readiness, right? But emotional readiness, when it comes to the Ace of Cups, is that you understand that the beginnings happen. The beginnings are how the endings are. So the way you started is the way it's going to finish it. And that is where you understand that, then that's a lesson that you have to know in regards to moving forward. So the movement can be they're moving this way and that way, which is causing jealousy. But the lesson is that if you started this way in the beginning, the endings will be a little bit different. And your movement, the way you move and the way that you accept movement in your life will cause happiness and not jealousy, if that makes sense. And even though you don't know the way the situations is, you won't fear the past. You learned because you learned the lesson. Does that make sense? And so that is the illusions, you having a blindfold on and not knowing what's going to happen moving forward. You see what I'm saying? I was gonna say you dig. Anyway, I don't. Any, well, it's funny that who used to say that is my dad's old best friend. He's a famous guy. Still one of his best friends, his old best friends. Um, yeah, he used to say that all the time. And I had said something to my mom. I was telling her, you know what I'm saying, or you know what I mean. And she said, "Don't say that. That reminds me of, uh, your dad's best friend. He used to say that all the time." So anyway, what we have is a Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands um, is a good thing. So with the person's energy for the Two of Wands, this is just, a decision that they have to make when it comes to you, the Empress energy, or seeing your beauty, or seeing and recognizing what it is that you bring to the table, seeing if the grass is always greener on the other side, or basically understanding your nurturing, grateful and abundant character, if it's worth the test of time. But this is where you are when it comes to why you've decided to move a different way. Unsure energy comes out with the 10 of cups. So my last reading was you have always been the strong, or what is it, you have always been I think it's solid, or you have always been the stable one. I think it was you have always been the stable one. This came out upright on this part before. It was at the bottom of the deck because you're always the happiness in this situation. And so here it is, the unsure. This person is the way that they are because they're unsure of what is causing happiness. You're unsure about the fears of the past, or the lessons that they're teaching you from the past, and why that's why you're ending it and you're moving a little bit different. They're unsure about what happiness is, what it's like to be in love, jagged edge, right? They're unsure of that. Let me see what song is on because I can't really hear it from over here. uh DJ, what is this? On the Way, I'm on the way, Khaled Black and Ty Dolla Sign. I don't know. I'm on the way. I forget what that song sound like. But anyway, yeah, the Queen of Cups, they're unsure about happiness and happiness with you because it came out sideways, the Queen of Cups energy. And so when it comes to them being in limbo, they just rather fall out and just say, no, I'm not going to be a part of this. Or, it's like indecisive, or delay things, and cause you to doubt yourself because they're trying to play games with you. And so therefore you have to do things in a different light because of them being unsure and not being able to make a decision when it comes to you. And so the Three of Wands energy just lets them know that, you know what, they have to figure out, where what this is. Is this are they going to stand on business? No, but are they what direction are they going in? Does that make sense? Which direction are they going in? Because See, right now, this is being grateful for certain situations and happiness. But, right now, this is where they're at because you have moved a different way. So if this is happiness for them, the direction is to go towards you, right? The Three of Wands energy, which is it business or is it, yeah, Queen of Pentacles. You're the mother of the zodiac. You're the one can who holds the key to everything, who holds the keys to finances. The Queen of Wands, or excuse me, the Queen of Pentacles says a loving family is one of the greatest blessings in life. Protect and care for them no matter what. You are that no matter what. And they realize that once you start moving differently, your movement changes the way they see things. And now here it is, they're looking for this energy from you. And you have, if you watch the last reading that I did, always been the stable one, and the one before that having a hard time. Trey song came out. They're having a hard time because justice, consequences of their actions are at hand. And so this is just letting them know that, you know what? Uh the truth is it's the law and effect. You know what I mean? The what is it? The balance, the scales, This person didn't balance the scales out. And so the shadow illusion comes with understanding because you don't know what they want because the consequences of their actions of the past and the way that they moved, and all you want is happiness, and now they're realizing that you are the key to the happiness. You are the one to open the door to happiness. However, now that they're losing you, I'm going to pull from the Doors Tarot deck. Now that they're losing you, they're having a hard time, And so the one man is on. So you only need one man, right? By Tank. So they're realizing that that is one thing. They only need one person to make them happy, and you are the one that makes them happy. However, Eight of Pentacles, oh, I was going to say my cards aren't in the reverse. The Eight of Pentacles comes out in reverse, and that just lets you know that, hey, um, they are supposed to, it's like an engagement, education, like they're the ones who are supposed to do this and leave the mark on you, but you're removing this energy, you know, you're removing this energy. And where it will be a tattoo, people come to you for, you know, the good work. Well, they're not going to them anymore because you're not working on this relationship. Seven of Wands energy, you're not. You're protecting yourself. You're protecting yourself. You're defensive over this. You're closing all the aspects and the doors of dealing with this person, place, thing, or situations. Seven of Pentacles energy, yeah, you're not planting the seeds. You don't want anything from the situation. Where in one point, this is you, waiting for or sending out, a pigeon, a carrier pigeon to say, send a message here. No, no messages, nothing when it comes to this person, place, thing, or situation. You're just like, no, I have to have my own growth. I'm not waiting. I'm not trying to get this person to master anything or to be a part of this. This is all about me and what I'm doing. And so, therefore, when it comes to dealing with, this person's energy, the door's either open or closed. Yeah. And this person has to come back, Knight of Wands energy, and be like my Drake energy. You only live once. I'm coming back to surprise you, but are you smiling because you're happy to see them? Are they ready to do the work? What is the situation when it comes to dealing with this person? Do they have your best interest? And so with that being said, you have to make these decisions moving forward because Knight of Cups energy, yeah, and the Ace of Pentacles, they have to have the courage, and you have to be courageous to be able to deal with this person a second, third, maybe fourth time. Seven of Pentacles are out here. Each year is equivalent to a year. Eight of Pentacles is here. So 7, 8 years, maybe put them together 15 years, or maybe 7 years you were, waiting, and then you stopped planting the seed because it came in unsure energy. And the Eight of Pentacles, you're like, nope, not working on this anymore. So the Knight of Cups energy comes because they have to realize that It's up to them to do the work. It has nothing to do with anyone else. They have to do the work. They have to do the work, you know? They have to, be the one to put in all the work, you know? And so that is, you only live once energy. They have to do all of the work. You're courageous. You have to be courageous enough to take um or give them the key. You see the keys are there, open the door. Not give them the key, open the door. So that's the difference here. You have to be the one to decide if you want to open the door, and also if they are going to be able to do the work. Knight of Cups energy. The Knight of Cups energy says, always follow your heart. It'll never lead you astray because it knows things the mind can't explain. But are they going to be able to follow their heart and really understand why the Four Wands energy, why want peace and happiness and harmonious energy. And that's the consequences of their actions. They have to be the one to be able to do the work to open the door or to get behind the door, shall I say. And so that is how I see that. That's the happiness. You hold the key to your heart and to all the doors, but you have to be able to accept it, and they have to know what it's going to take in order for you to be able to open the door again. And that is where the emotional readiness comes in at Ace of Cups energy, because you're right now in the strategically thinking energy of you can have everything that you want because you have the key to have it. And they know that as well. Kelly Price is on. I can hear her. It's going to rain. Whoo! It will rain. Only for a little while. Y'all know I can't sing. Yes, it will. Yeah. Will it rain? Yeah, it'll rain. So that's the thing. You got to ask yourself if this is what you want to be. It's going to be sun. The sun is going to shine. It's going to rain. It's going to be this and that. But you're the one who decides. My fault. All the neighbors stop and okay, y'all know I can't sing. Okay, anyway, so here it is. Let's pull from the How to Win at Love deck, because I believe that the self doubt and the movement and the lessons that you learned. Two cards came over. Now this came out in my last read. This one, create the daydream effect to make them feel 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 they found gold. So that was in the one, you have always been the strong one. Or no, you have always been the stable one. That's in that read. This came out in that read. But it says, be loyal and faithful. Cheating is never the answer. And that's not what you did. And if you listen to that last read and also the having a hard time one, this makes sense for that one, having a hard time. And this one is a conclusion to you have always been the stable one. Now, bottom of the deck, it says get out of the rut, and that's what you had to do. So when you started to move based upon the lessons and the jealousy, you realized that you can have anything that you want, but you had to be emotionally ready, and that was the painful transition that you needed to have. It says, if these things don't feel enough for you and you want to create more excitement, try to think about what needs to happen and be a part of that solution. So that is what you're doing. And that's the reason why you were all in determined and thinking strategically, but not about hurting this person, about moving forward, movement. You moving different, getting out of the self doubt and having all of your wishes come true, if that makes sense to you. And so at the bottom, no, this is not the bottom of the deck. It says, create the daydream effect to make them feel they found gold. Cultivate a desirable image that will make them feel they can't ever achieve, leaving them excuse me, make them feel they can't ever achieve, leaving them constantly daydreaming about the potential of the relationship. Now that came out because again, you've always been the strong one, and you've always been had open arms and being able, no matter what they went through and the back and forth, you always treated them the same way until you didn't. So be loyal and faithful. Cheating is never the answer. Feeling lonely and unloved could potentially leave you open to the affection of someone who seems to understand you better than your partner. And that is where You always see the person. Who can hmm, I want to give a celebrity couple. Um, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say, um, Ashanti and Nelly and the other girl, because when you cheat and you know it, that feeling is what you're looking for in that person, even though that's not that person. So it will rain, you know? So again, if you're willing to be a part of that, then you are. If you're not, then you're just not. And that's for you to decide. Birthday Sex is on by Jeremiah. Now, that's for you to decide. Do you want birthday sex, or do you want something, what did I say, permanent decisions on temporary emotions? Do you want that? Or do you want to figure out what your lesson had to be? Because all I do now is I question, what am I getting out of this? What is the lesson? What is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to teach me? The self doubt, the dealing with feeling jealous about certain situations, or me being in the rut. What is that trying to teach me? Well, how did I get here? Those are the all in determined answers, and thinking strategically instead of you um, trying to fight a battle that is not yours. This battle isn't yours. This is their battle. Now, what you do in the process after this comes back around. That's what you need to have emotional readiness for. And that is, but it takes for you to get out of a rut, but it takes for them to have the consequences of their actions and understanding why you felt this way and felt that it was best for you to leave, if that makes sense. So since you're getting out of a rut, I'm gonna pull from the Maruk X Finance deck. But I believe that that is what the universe is calling you to understand, what the lessons are. And so the lessons, when things start to move a little bit different, taking action. Yes, yes, yes. So getting out of the rut, taking action, settling, boom. That's what it is. That's what it's wanting you to understand the difference. Hmm. Perhaps it's time to ask yourself if you're getting paid what you are worth. This is business, finances, this is in love, situations, whatever, however it resonates with you. Don't settle for a dead end job where you don't see an opportunity for growth. Through your money, though your money is stable. Remember I said you're always a stable one? Listen, though your money it says though your money is stable, you are making enough to keep to are you making enough to keep you happy? The goal is happiness, right? So is this enough to make you happy? That's the lesson that you have to ask yourself. Is this enough to make you happy? And if it is, fine. If not, yes, you have to take action. Whatever your question, whatever your question, this is telling you to go for it. Whatever your question, this is telling you to go for it. Do not procrastinate or wait to take the next step to get ahead. Just do it. Nothing will change if you don't take action. Don't let opportunity pass you by. So, again, this is you working on yourself, not on another relationship or even on this one. It's up to them to figure this part out. You have to work on you. And that's the reason why I tell you focus on the four agreements. Understand what the four agreements mean. Jealousy is taking things personally. That's what jealousy is coming about. You worrying about somebody's movement, it's because you're taking things personally about what they're doing. And that has nothing to do with you, it has to do with them. Be impeccable with your words. Manifest your true intentions. Wishes granted. Manifest your true intentions. All in. And if this is what you really want, you manifest what you want. You got to send strength and healing period to this person, place, thing, or situation. And if you want to be faithful and loyal still, that's what you want. And if you want to create the daydream effect, by you loving this person unconditionally from where you are you going to settle, or are you going to manifest what you want? So manifest your true intentions. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will all be manifested through your words. So, yes, wishes granted. If you want a door open, open sesame. That's the manifestation. That's what your word, the power of your word. That's why you understand the four agreements. You understand the game of life and how to play it, and you understand your chakras. And that's the reason why I'm going to click those links up above so you can understand the four agreements. And also with the chakras, the game of life and how to play it is linked in my bio. And I don't get any credit or anything from that. It's just that those are what got me through everything. Citrine, citrine, citrine. I love citrine. Solar plex, sacral, and crown chakra. So focus on the solar plex, the sacral, and the crown chakra. Physical vitality, prosperity, and creativity. Man, physical vitality, prosperity, and creativity. All right. And that's you manifesting what it is that you want. So, yes, you can have the key to anything that you want, but you have to, the key to happiness and the key to having your cake and eat it too, right? Physical vitality, prosperity, and creativity. My life is filled with positivity and abundance. My life is filled with positivity and abundance. The power of your word. So, let's go ahead and let the old energy go. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and addictions. Remember, addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or a situation. I love you guys. Bye bye.